In today's topic, I'll be talking about linear equation and linear system. And this is the presentation I have made by myself. And first, we have to understand what is linear system. Linear system consists of equations that represent relationship between variables. For example, look at this graph. This is the x. Wait, I'll mark it. Hold on. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So let's say this is y equal x, right? So that equation, y equal x, is a equation that represent relationship between variables. Variables, which I mean x variables and y variables. So in real world, they can be used in economics or engineering as well. So now we have to learn the importance of linear system. Linear system is essential for modeling real-world problems in various fields such as economic and engineering that enable decision making and understanding of complex relationship between variables. So for example, supply and demand, they're related to each other. So now we'll be talking about goals to mastering linear system. First, we have to understand what is linear equation and what is linear system, and we have to know that a solution represents intersection of lines or planes. So there can be more than one solution, or there can be no solution, or there can be infinite solutions. So next we have to understand the how to solve those linear equations. So they can be solved by using graphing calculators, or there are some methods such as substitution methods and elimination method. So we have to use the most efficient method for a given system or an equation. Next, we can use algebraic skills. So we have to simplify those equations correctly and eliminate variables without such errors. And we have to handle fraction, negative, and coefficient very well. So from those, we can master linear system. So we have to understand linear equation forms. So from this graph we can see y-axis and x-axis. So there's also slope. Slope means gradient. Gradient is how the line is going steeper, or how the line is going. For example, there's a line like this, and this slope, the slope is increasing, and here this is the critical point where the slope is equivalent to 0, and then the slope is decreasing. So here is the y-intersection. Is 1x equals 0. So we have to substitute x value 0 into the given equation. You will get the y value. So to find the equation, you have to find there's a formula called y equal mx plus b. And alright, so that's it for this. So here's the substitution method, and we have to substitute this x blah, blah, blah. And we'll be talking about some detailed problem later. And here is graphing method finding interactions. So when using graphical methods, we have to first plot each linear equation on the same coordinate grid. Each equation forms a straight line. The point where these two lines intersect is the solution to the system of equations. Like for example here, this is the system of the equation, and This intersection represents a set of values that satisfy both equations at the same time. So by we can see how these two lines are related to each other. So they intersect at this point and never intercept, or they don't overlap again. So we gain a clear understanding of linear relationships and the possible types of solutions. So I'll be talking about substitution method, and so we start by solving one equation. So for example, there's two equations, right? So we have to start solving one equation for a single variable. So and then we have to substitute this variable into the other equation. So this reduce the system to one equation with only one variable. So making it's making it easier to solve. So once we find the value of that variable, we will again substitute back to the first equation to get the remaining variables. So this process is simple and is very accurate, and it let us determine the intersection point of the system, whether we view it algebraically or connect it back to the graphical interpretation. So next we have elimination method. So in this elimination method, we combine the equation in a way that eliminates one variable. So this is usually done by adding or subtracting the equation, and sometimes by multiplying one or both equations first to align coefficients. Eliminating a variable simplifies the system into a single equation with one unknown variables. After solving for that variable, we substitute the value back to find the remaining variables. This method is very clear, and if we do it step by step, it's very accurate, and we can determine the solution to a system of equations. So these are some verification of solution. So to convert the solution, we substitute the value back into the original equation. If both equation holds true, our solution is verified and ensuring accuracy in method and results. So here we compare solution methods for linear system. Each method for solving linear system, graphing, substitution, elimination, has its own strength and challenges. Some methods are more visual, and while others are more algebraic and precise. By understanding the advantages and disadvantages of each approach, we can choose the most efficient method for a given equation. So this flexibility not only saves time but also improved accuracy and strengthen overall problem solving skills. So there's real world application. So there's supply and demand equilibrium explained. Here's a graph of supply and demand, and next we'll circuit analysis through the law. So here's the circuit, and so this is basically real life application that is used by linear system. So next we have budget allocation and spending limit. So budget allocation and spending limit can also be related to each other, and there's a relationship between them. So next we have understanding Metric representation. Metric representation simplify linear system by encapsulating equation in a structured format. This approach streamlines calculation and reveals relationship among variables essential for advanced problem solving in mathematics and engineering. So I enjoy learning this unit, and it's very interesting as it is also very much related to real life application, and I would like to be like an engineer in the future, so this is very helpful for me and I enjoy. So this is very helpful and enjoyable. So thanks for your attention, and thank you for your time too.